Birds of Prey flies into theaters this weekend. We've got what the critics are saying, why The Crown is coming to a close at Netflix, and Gayle King's response to her Kobe Bryant interview outrage. I'm Tiffany Taylor, and right now I've got the top stories you need to know today from The Hollywood Reporter News. First, just ahead of Birds of Prey dropping into theaters this weekend, the critics are flying in. THR's Neha Joy in New York has all the details.
The first superhero release of this year, Margot Robbie returns to the role of Harley Quinn for a part Suicide Squad spinoff, part solo vehicle, and part launchpad for an all-new team of all-female superheroes. And pre-release reviews suggest that the movie is successful in its missions, even if things aren't entirely ideal. The Hollywood Reporter's John DeFore praises director Cathy Yan for finding, quote, plenty of opportunities for exciting set pieces, but adds a note about the film's script, saying Hodson's script offers far less diverting banter than it might have between the fight scenes, and has a hard time imagining the unconstrained ID that makes Harley Quinn so magnetic. USA Today critic Brian Truitt, however, praises both the director and writer, saying director Cathy Yan and writer Christina Hodson have created a fun girls rule, boys drool ethos. According to the Daily Dot's Gavia Baker-Whitelaw, the real visual draw is the action sequences, with Yan and cinematographer Lee Batik creating a wonderfully smooth way of exploring hand-to-hand combat scenes, outshining the trend for choppy editing in many superhero movies.
Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn opens on Friday. Up next, when Netflix made the decision to bring awards darling The Crown to a close after 5 seasons, it caught many by surprise, especially as creator Peter Morgan had previously planned for the show to have a 6-season run. So why is the Golden Globe winning series coming to an end? Let's break it down. The Crown will finish as one of the longest running original shows on Netflix, and one of the rare scripted shows to make it to 5 seasons, when many deals mandate additional financial incentives to those with a stake in the series after that point. So shows tend to become more expensive as they age, and The Crown is among Netflix's priciest series.
This country was still great when I came to the throne. All that's happened on my watch is the place has fallen apart.
In making renewal decisions, Netflix weighs a show's costs against its viewership returns and other top secret data, including completion rates. That is to say, the streamer could reallocate some of its anticipated $17.3 billion spending budget this year to new programming, more likely to attract new subscribers, rather than renewing a veteran series for an additional season should its internal metrics fail to impress. Netflix, like other streamers, does not release traditional viewership data and declined to comment for this story. As for The Crown, Imelda Staunton will take over as the Queen. Season 3 of the series, starring Olivia Colman, is currently streaming.
If I may offer 2 pieces of advice, never turn your back on true love.
And the second?
Watch out for your family.
And finally, on a serious note, Gayle King is speaking out about the backlash over her Kobe Bryant interview with Lisa Leslie on CBS this morning. Neha Joy also has more on that story.
King took to her Instagram on Thursday morning to express her disappointment in CBS after the network shared a small portion of her interview with Leslie, a former WNBA icon and the late basketball legend's close friend. The anchor received backlash for the interview since it looked as though King was unnecessarily questioning Leslie about Bryant's sexual assault case from 2003.
I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too.
In the clip, King spoke with Leslie about Bryant's sexual assault case that was later settled out of court in 2005, saying it's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge that was dismissed in 03-04.
Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
Leslie replied, saying, it's not complicated for me at all. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know. King then followed up.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible.
The CBS This Morning anchor said she was mortified, embarrassed, and angry, noting, unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it.
For more on all these stories and the latest Hollywood news, be sure to subscribe to our THR News YouTube channel. Until next time, for the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.